Hello and welcome to more Temur Cube. Oh, wow. Wow. There's a Library of Alexandria. The more I play this, the more I realize that I maybe should be looking at the cube list before I play it. I had no idea this card was in here. I don't even know if it's the pick. I mean, well, I really want to take Aetherflux Reservoir. I think that's probably incorrect. I think, like, probably mono red is very strong in this format. When everyone else is dartling, you just go, like, Koth Fireblast and kill them. I'm going to try out Library. It's, like, decent in Vintage Cube, but in a format that's a little bit slower without Moxes and stuff, I feel like this card is kind of insane. But it might also be worse because, like, the best play with Library of Alexandria is to go, like, turn one Library on the draw into Mox, and you don't get that opportunity. We'll see what happens, though. I think it's still a good card. Pairing it with Awakening Zone for mana, Muldrifter, because it's just a sweet card. Locust God is a lot of fun. You could take, like, Waterlogged Grove for fixing and then see what's open from there. I kind of almost like doing that. And I'm just going to do that, actually. It seems quite reasonable. Here we have Ramadop Excavator, very good card with Waterlogged Grove. Once Upon a Time, Intuition, Karn, Prismatic Vista, some good green cards. I don't know what to take. I do love Ramadop, but I also think Prismatic Vista is just really good. And I think Karn is pretty decent too. I think I'm going to take the Vista. Just like, I think good fixing is quite useful. Ooh, Grim Monolith is really nice. Now we have like card draw and mana. I love Pactum Negate. This cube is so fun. Like, I'm just gonna keep saying this. I think the Temur cards like lend themselves to being the most fun cards in cube because they all like do proactive, like splashy, punchy things, I guess. Maybe punchy is a good way to describe it. Like Drool, Spellbreaker, and Time Warp are just like have an effect, whereas White Weenie and then like Black Removal, they're useful, but they're not as exciting to play with, if that makes sense. I think I'm gonna take Grim Monolith. This card is super scary. The other option is Consecrated Sphinx, which I also love, but quick mana seems like the secret. Exploration? Oh, this cube is glorious. I also really enjoy Exploration. If I knew that was in the cube, I think I had seen it before, but I forgot about it. That's awesome with Ramadop Excavator. We also have Sundering Titan and Kiora. Kiora is really good with Grim Monolith, so that's something. Maybe I'll take Kiora. See what happens there. I'm missing out on some green stuff. Kiora's good in any deck, though. Keruga! Ooh, that seems fun. I really do like the idea of Keruga. Ugin seems good, Terastodon seems good, but like, what if I can make this happen? Basalt Monolith, Kogla, the Great Henge. I don't think I'm going to be Vanifaring. Mind's Desire. Pretty sweet storm card, but I like the Great Henge. I like Kogla, and I like Basalt Monolith. I think I'm going to take the Monolith because it's also good with Kiora, and it potentially makes Keruga more playable. Contains only cards with CMC 3 or greater. I'm not saying I'm necessarily going to make that happen, but if I can, having Keruga as a companion is going to be sweet. We could take Garrick. I could take Edric or Clothies. Yeah, you know what? Let's just, for fun, let's just go the Keruga deck, see if we can get there. Because, like, none of these other cards are too exciting. Aetherflux Reservoir or whatever, and Clothies adds red or green. Yeah, I mean, this is ramp. I think I need some of that going on. Awakening Zone, Elder Gargaroth. Vivian Reed's really good. I think I might take Awakening Zone. I just need like as much ramp as I can possibly get if I'm playing 3 drops, and that does it. Sorry, Grim Monolith. You're beautiful and everything, but ooh, Ramadop came around. That's good with Waterlogged Grove and Vista. Otherwise, there's Thragtusk. I don't know. Maybe Strip Mines in this cube. Let's take Ramadop. Well, none of these cards are necessarily playable, so I'll take a Nettle Sentinel, I guess. Oh no. There's the Exploration, but I think I'm just going to stick to my guns. We're going to Keruga it up, and I'm going to take a Jadelight Ranger into... Ooh, Scythecat's good, but Terastodon's more fun. No! Okay. And Vanifar. Whoa. Could I be drafting Vanifar Pod that starts at 3 mana and goes up? Oh, no! Raphalos, why? Why Raphalos? But, sticking to our guns, we're playing Keruga. I could take Palladium Mirror. I have Ramadop. I think Titiana's also very good if I end up getting... If Strip Mine is in the cube, I guess. Nissa's pretty good as a 3-drop. I feel like Palladium Mirror is the most important for this deck, though. We're basically, like, waiting until turn 3 and then just hoping that my opponent doesn't have anything too crazy. Oh, look. Mystic Confluence is in this cube, even though it wasn't in the others. Weird. I feel like Treachery is quite good here. That's a good way to get tempo advantage back. I think I like that. It's also a card that lets me draw off Keruga, because you got to remember, this is actually pretty important. Like, I'm going to have Keruga in my hand every single game. Ooh, there's Birthing Pod. Ooh, okay. Anyway, so like I will be using this to regain card advantage. I feel like I gotta just take Birthing Pod. I have some good 3s. I'll find some good 4s. This is gonna be Clunky Chunky Pod. And that will probably be the title of this video. I love Birthing Pod. I have Vannifar and Pod. And I'm just gonna take like 3, 4, 5, and 6 drops basically. If I can go all the way up to Terrastodon, that's gonna be awesome. But if I can't, honestly, that's not that bad either. Nissa Who Shakes the World, Emery, Agent of Treachery, and Thran Dynamo. I think Nissa seems like the most useful. There's Wasteland though. Oh boy. And honestly, Agent of Treachery would be really sweet as a Birthing Pod top end, but my deck's so green, I gotta just take Nissa, I think. She's gonna be quite useful. Azusa. Azusa plus Ramanop seems really dirty. This is a good card to play early. It costs 3 mana, it accelerates me. Let's play Azusa. Collector Oof, Heartbeat of Spring, Nykthos. Champion of Wits is actually something I'm looking at. That seems quite nice. Curator of Mysteries is also useful because it's a 4-drop that I can cycle, but this card's so good. We just need... I don't know if this Birthing Pod is going to get there because I have so many 3s and no 4s. But this deck's going to be fun regardless because I just need a bunch of things in play that add mana. And then we just play Keruga from the sideboard and draw a million cards. I think this deck is certainly going to be an 18 land deck because my curve starts at 3. I could even play 19 lands because I have Library and Waterlogged Grove. So we'll see what happens. Is Hydroid Crisis? Oh, that doesn't work. That's unfortunate. But we have Rada, Heart of Keld, which I think is quite good too in the deck. We're going to have a lot of lands. Perfect. It's an activated ability, which is fun. Breeding Pool, I guess, is the only pickable card here, right? Sylvan Library we can't play. Lion's Eye Diamond doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess I could take Ulamog, but Breeding Pool works. Okay, we did wheel Titania, or Titania, however you say it, but I think Wasteland was maybe in the next pack, so we'll take her. She's really good, by the way. Interesting that Beast Within didn't wheel, I think. Or, what was the card in this pack? There was like a 3-drop in this pack I was thinking about. I'm taking Tightspot Tyrant. Probably not playing it, but there was a card. Wow. A lot of things here. We have Domri Rod and Kessing Wolfrun. I mean, I'm playing so many creatures here, so Domri Rod seems pretty nice here. But Kessing Wolfrun also seems very good with this many chunky dudes. I already have enough playables. I'm going to take Kessing Wolfrun. I have so many. There's Wasteland. Ooh, that's nice. I think I like that more than Ghost Quarter. Here we have Elvish Archdude. Augury. Each creature gets bigger and can attack a bunch. I'm just going to take the Archdruid, I guess. I don't know. I might... Oh, that's funny that I get both of those. Honestly, Heartbeat of Spring could be good in this deck in some matchups. Because, like, I play it, and then I get basically infinite mana off, like, Azusa and whatever. And then Ooh, Tezzeret? It's good with Basalt Monolith and Palladium Mirror. We'll see about Tezzeret. No! Oh, Mana Crypt, why do you do this to me? Someone's gonna get past a Mana Crypt and be so confused. Oh, man. Is it worth putting 1 Mana Crypt in my deck to completely invalidate Keruga? Also, Mana Crypt's in this cube. Again, every time I play this cube, I'm just more and more astounded. I think I'm just gonna take Brazen Borrower, stick to my guns, draft the Keruga deck. Sorry, Mana Crypt, but it's gonna be sweet when it pays off. And this is kind of like a way to cheat on mana. Well, drag a Tree Speaker too, but I think we could take the Triome here. Not too bad. And maybe we could wheel Nullhide Ferox. I don't know how good Dak Faden is in this cube, but it could be good. Here we have Wyrn Power Stone, Maelstrom Wanderer. A lot of cards I want. What am I taking? I have quite a few playables already. Like a lot of playables. I don't think I'm Birthing Pod or Vannifaring though, so we can get rid of those to make things more clear. I could go for Field of the Dead shenanigans. Honestly, that actually seems like the best option. I'm playing a lot of lands, and I'll just take non-basic lands here, and then... Ooh, Guy's Cradle? Like Guy's Cradle. Dry to the Elysian Grove is also really nice. Renin 6 is good. This deck could play Ugin, but I don't think I'm going to. The Cradle does have quite a bit of use. I think I'm going to take the Cradle and try and wheel Dryad. Basically, the play here is like just trying to go really deep on Field of the Dead, and to make that work, I just have to take non-basics very highly, because I already have enough playables, and I'm going to draw so many cards off Keruga that I think this is more or less fine. Here we can take Stomping Ground, just helps with the mana. This deck's going to be fun, regardless of the outcome. Escape to the Wilds. Vengevine doesn't do a whole lot. Jace is fun. I feel like this deck might benefit from Escape to the Wilds. You can play an extra land. I really wish I could play Walking Ballista in this deck. We'll take Escape. Seems alright to me. Raging Ravine seems good. Storm's Wrath. This Domri is also nice, right? This adds mana and pumps your team and fights. That might be worth taking over Raging Ravine. Right now I have 21 playables. Yeah, we'll take Domri here. I love Raging Ravine, but basically I'm really incentivized to take 3-drops that accelerate so I can like double spell on turn 4. This deck's looking really, really spicy though. I'm enjoying it. We'll see what happens during the gameplay though. Is Clothies a may or a must? I don't know why I can't zoom in. Can't zoom in, that's okay though. Temple of Abandon. Dryad Arbor is kind of a fun way to get around it. Beast Whisperer, Huntmaster. I think I just take the Temple. I really want to make sure Field of the Dead works. I think that's going to be a really good late game card. Yeah. Because I mean, we're solidly in 3 colors. We could play basically any card that comes around. This is the one I think it is, right? Still can't zoom in on anything, but whenever land enters, if it's a different name, make a zombie, yeah. So that plus Titania makes our like land game really strong. And Field of the Dead plus Kessig Wolf Run is actually a really scary combo. I'm sorry I can't zoom in on cards. Actually, maybe my keyboard died. That is actually what happened. My keyboard is out of juice. So let's get a charger for that. That was bizarre. It literally took like, whoa, Fires of Invention? Oh my gosh. That is the card for this deck if I've ever seen one. That's insane. Holy cow. Yeah, that seems insane. Fires of Invention, and then I can like use my mana to like get Keruga. Oh man, that seems good. Anyway, it took like literally like 2 minutes for Magic Online to load the next pack, but like I didn't lag out. Super weird. This has been a weird but fun draft overall. I think this seems insane, right? No more than 2 spells during your turn. I guess we'll see. Because I do have the possibility of just locking myself out. Here I'm digging Myr Battlesphere. Really good with Gaia's Cradle. Yeah, that seems good. Ooh, Craterhoof. Genesis Wave. Whoa. And Field of Ruin also. I kind of like the idea of Craterhoof. Just goes with everything I have, although Genesis Wave is a really fun finisher. But Craterhoof's probably good enough. It's funny that Craterhoof and Deranged Hermit were in the same pack. Maybe I'm overvaluing fires and it's going to lock me out of casting spells. Ooh, Dryad Wield. I like that. I think I like Dryad more than Tooth and Nail. Just extra lands. Lands are every basic land type. Maybe I don't need fires. I'll put this over here. Basically, I'm just a little bit scared that's going to make me... return target card from your graveyard to your hand. I like that. Sure, I don't know. Not playing you. Not playing you. Yeah, I'm just scared, like, basically if I Keruga, right, I'm going to draw a bajillion cards. I'm scared that that's going to hurt the benefit of this deck, which is that I'm going to have way more cards than anybody else. We can see, though. I'm going to get rid of Tidespout Tyrant because I have Craterhoof. Do I really need Terastodon? Maybe I don't need Tameo? She's a non-land card name. Reveal the top 4 cards. Put a bunch in the graveyard. She's kind of a medium. We'll get rid of Tameo. I think this deck wants 18 lands. And Keruga goes to the sideboard, so that does it, right? Yeah. Bring these in. I was so excited about fires, and now I'm off of it. That's kind of typical. Let's add our lands. 2-1-4 sounds about right to me. 18 land. Mono Keruga Madness. Yeah, this seems awesome. I don't really know how it's going to go, but Gaia's Cradle, Field of the Dead is some really cool synergy. We have Library, Kessig Wolf Run. Let's run it. Let's just see what happens. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're here playing against Ramuth. We are going to companion this friend. Say okay. And we have Library. Let's go. I mean, this is as good as it gets, right? Library into Temple of Abandon. No, they have it too. I'm gonna send them an LOL. Library? Go ahead. Mine's a little bit better than theirs. Although I have Keruga, I don't even need it because like I'm gonna be discarding a hand size here. Opponent says nice. I will draw in response, thank you very much. This deck would do really well with like Force of Will or Mindbreak Trap, but Treachery is also pretty good. No! Well, I'm dead. What is this start my opponent had? Library into Wasteland? Unbelievable. I mean, I have Wasteland in my deck too. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I will discard. Honestly, don't know what to discard here. Maybe Nissa? I have a 1 forest right now. He does grant me quite a bit of mana. I guess I'll discard Clothies. Wasteland. Unbelievable. Okay, Candelabra tells me they're playing High Tide type something. Which means they can't have that much interaction, right? Right? Can't be that much. Well, they main phase draw? I guess that means they must have a play. Arbrow. Okay. They don't have a forest currently. Whoa! That's disgusting. I just noticed that synergy. Literally, what does this start by the opponent? That's absurd. Unbelievable. Alright, well, we're dealing with that, so that's fun. What are we doing here? Awakening Zone is pretty medium. I think the most powerful play I can do is Basalt Monolith. So let's just do that. It's also one of the more susceptible to interaction, but I think we need to go big this game. My opponent's drawing like a bajillion cards per turn. Candelabra Library. I've never even seen that synergy come up. If they play what's the creature that makes all lands, all types, and then library becomes a forest and they can untap it with Arbor Elf, that's gonna be disgusting. The thing that's happening here though is like, at least right now my opponent, you know, they have a lot of cards that they've drawn, but they're not going too quickly, and I can always just Keruga. Okay, Courser not hitting land, that's good. And they have Titania. Oh no! They're gonna wasteland me again! Okay, I gotta play mine before they play theirs. That way I get 5/3s. And they do have a land, and it's a forest for... Oh, blah, blah. This is the worst. Okay. This is one of the most... I'm just gonna keep complaining about it. It's one of the most disgusting starts I've ever seen. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We can go land. I can tap like this for Nissa. She can untap a land, but then I'm only up to 4 mana, not 5. So that doesn't work. So I guess I'm pretty much in the Titania into library untap Assault Monolith strategy. Oh, I know. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Titania. I'm gonna get mine back. They're gonna kill mine. And then I untap Basalt Monolith for next turn, because I only have colorless mana right now. And I think that, I mean, that's essentially the same as putting Keruga into my hand. I think I messed up on my mana sequencing, because I think if I had played Breeding Pool instead of a Temple, then Nissa would have tapped for enough mana to then play Titania. Really? At least it's a forest. Honestly, I'm okay with that, because it's a forest and that makes Nissa at least a little bit better. And I can just now Treachery theirs, but that'd be funny if they play their Titania and then Wasteland mine. That would be disgusting. They also have Ghost Quarter to deal with my Field of the Dead. Actually, honestly, they probably Wasteland Field of the Dead. Yeah, that makes sense. Untap this. So now I get to Treachery their Titania, but I don't get an end of the battlefield effect, so maybe I don't want to do that. I probably still want to. Because they have Ghost Quarter, and they could just like make a bajillion 5/3s. Take 2. Okay, I mean, this has been a really interesting game. They've had it all, but we're about to have it all as well. So we can go... I think we cast Nissa? Let me plan out this turn. I cast Nissa. Breeding Pool untapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I Treachery. So I might as well just Breeding Pool untapped now. Play around some things. Cast Nissa, starting there. Okay. They don't have any blue mana available. So now we Treachery their Titania. We get a whole bunch of mana here. I'm sorry, what? There's still legend rules? It keeps its name. Oh boy. Alright, I guess I keep this one. This is so weird. I have never seen this synergy before. Tap all of these. That's a bunch of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can just put Keruga into my play and into my hand and cast it. I can also go with Champion of Wits, which I kind of like. Azus is not that good right now. Neither is Awakening Zone, but they do give me at least things. Ability, yes. Rada. Okay, well that's going to be untapped, I guess. Kratos also very good. Yeah, I like Rada. Let's untap. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep Awakening Zone, actually. Can do this. Untap my forest. Play Awakening Zone. And then put Keruga into my hand. Pass turn. And that's disgusting. Now if they want to Ghost Quarter me, they can. But I'm going to get 5/3s whenever they kill something. Yeah, they're not even going to Ghost Quarter. And on my turn, I'm either going to draw a million cards or just kill them with a Crater Hoof. And it's going to be beautiful either way. Alright, my opponent's tapping mana. They've been thinking about their turn for quite a while, like maybe a minute or two. I don't know, you can check the timer. So we'll see what they come up with. They have 6 cards in hand. They're off library. Okay, they cracked a draw. And they drew Crop Rotation. So they can spend their turn like drawing off library. I know what they've been drawing. Petiova. Man, why isn't this cube? There are so many cards I'm just upset that are not in the Vintage Cube, like Titania. Why is she not in Vintage Cube? Literally no idea. Okay, they untap their land. So they have 4 mana? I think they're kind of screwed. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. They untap library and draw another one. But they can't because they have 8 cards in hand. Grib Ranger, sure. Is this any land? Oh, untap target creature, okay. So they draw that. They have Crucible of Worlds Wasteland. Alright, I mean, it's kind of miscalc or die here, I think. And they can miscalc by using Scrib Ranger. Use the ability, yes. Dryad. Oh, is Dryad free? No. Right, I can tap this and sack this to play Dryad, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana right there. Otherwise, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess Dryad is free. Play Dryad. Tap this for green. We untap with Nissa. And we Crater Hoof. Hopefully that's enough to win. We could play around Miscalc. This has been one crazy game. Crater Hoof enters. I don't think Fog is in this format. Yes! We won that game! Oh my gosh. I never... If you told me that I went turn 1 library, my opponent went turn 1 library, and then they turn 2 wastelanded my library and then recurred waste... Oh, that was awesome. I think I'm in trouble. I think I'm in deep trouble long term, but short term, that was awesome. Temio, they can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice, but that doesn't matter. We just got to run it back and hope for the best. Get in there, big boy. I really think Keruga is kind of overkill, but it is at least fun. My deck's so weak to Wasteland, though. I do at least finally have lands in my hand, but I don't have like a 3-drop Accelerant. I do have Brazen Borrower, which is somewhat useful. I'll keep. This is risky, but that's good. I'm exposing myself to Wasteland. I think that's okay. I really should have, I guess, led with Breeding Pool. Well, it does nothing. Okay. There's Library. Get in there, Library. Go ahead. Crucible of Worlds plus Wooded Foothills. Okay. Let's draw Awakening Zone. I think I'm cool with that. Let's go ahead and play Basic Forest into Palladium Mirror. A lot of manas. I basically gotta get big enough to Terrastodon them. They do have Wasteland. That's good, but honestly not the end of the world. Yeah, that dies. But I still have a bunch of mana. And the thing is... okay, that is a demotion. The thing is though, like, if they Wasteland every turn, they're not advancing their board state. And that's good for me. We can go Awakening Zone. So they can Wasteland my Palladium Mirror as well. Awakening Zone into Basic Forest, I guess. I'll save my blue source for more dire situations, but at this point I can essentially just like sit around with Awakening Zone until I play Terrastodon or Myr Battlesphere. Bro, that's not even cool. Oh, that's so bad now. Alright, now we're in trouble. That's really bad. And they have Lotus Field? Okay. Well, I think I have basic islands in my deck. I guess that's part of the strategy. Wasteland could not be better against any deck than mine, I think. There's Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I can Nissa next turn, I guess. Nissa's going to be really good. Let's put you into my hand. Go ahead. Right, they do get to play a whole bunch of mana. They're living my dream so much right now. But if Nissa stays around, it, like, their Wastelanding doesn't really matter. That's you. That's honestly, that's just beautiful. I'm not even mad anymore. That's just glorious. Gain a life, draw a card. Wait, what? Easy ability, yes. So how many lands have they played? They played forest. So, I guess I'm gonna get an island here. They gain a life and draw a card. This is something of beauty, but I am going to have Brazen Borrower mana. You may play 2, so they get an extra land drop after this too. Easy ability, yes. So now I'm going to grab a... I'm gonna have like no lands left, right? They played 1 land, 2 lands, so this is going to be their 3rd, so I guess I'll get a mountain here. Then I'm going to Brazen Borrower and Petty Theft the... I guess it's gotta be Crucible of Worlds. That seems like the play. I strongly regret getting a forest here, but that at least like slows down their shenanigans. I was supposed to get island. I didn't think they would pass turn so my mana would empty, because now I don't have double blue. Oh wait, yeah I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I actually do have double blue. Oh, this is hexproof though. Okay, I draw Gaia's Cradle. That changes a lot. Because I can go Gaia's Cradle into Nissa? I gotta think about this. If I had a forest, this would be a game changer, but I don't. So, or an island, I mean. That's a mistake on me. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go with Breeding Pool untapped, Nissa untapped Breeding Pool, but then I only have 4 mana. So I think basically any play this turn has to involve Gaia's Cradle. So let's start there. Gaia's Cradle. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we cast Nissa. Because Nissa's quite good. I'm gonna have like no lands left when this ends. But I can't cast Terastodon. I could play Myr Battlesphere and just try and beat them down with that. I'm not sure what to do. I think Nissa's probably more correct here. Play Nissa, we untap Gaia's Cradle, which now taps for 3 mana. We attack our opponent with Gaia's Cradle. Actually, I don't think I can attack them. I'm just gonna play Keruga. This gets a lot of creatures and pressure and power into play. Basically, by attacking it gives them the opportunity to like trade off and deny me mana. This way I draw cards and I can keep like extending into the board. And I have Rada and things. I'm not gonna have any lands left. I mean, the Ghost Quarter Wasteland could not be better against me, but I might actually come out of this okay. So they Wasteland my Cradle, but I have a 5/4 in play and like I don't need lands to Myr Battlesphere. And as soon as I draw my Ramanop Excavator, it's going to be lights out for the opponent too. And Nissa can make my lands indestructible, right? Yeah, Nissa makes my lands indestructible. That's fun. I guess I can F6. I have no plays. Did they just fail to find with Wooded Foothills? I guess so. I might legitimately still win this game when my opponent like turn 3 Crucible Azusa Wasteland locked me. That's incredible. Okay, they played Gross Quarter. I can get my island now. They've played, I think, 3 lands at this point, right? They played Wasteland, Wooded Foothills, Ghost Quarter. And they've been drawing a bajillion cards off Tatyova, but that's a separate issue. I wonder if I was supposed to bounce Tatyova instead of Crucible. I feel like I miscounted and just bounced Crucible for no reason. They Green Suns for 2. The Skoos. And they don't Ghost Quarter me. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. The Skoos is actually annoying because of some things, but I can Treachery Scavenging Ooze. That's fun. Okay. I guess they're planning to Ghost Quarter whatever I target with Nissa. That makes actually a good amount of sense. But I have Crater Hoof. So there's that. Play Breeding Pool untapped. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I do just kind of have to go for this. I know they're going to kill my Breeding Pool. Wait. What if I do it post-combat? Trying to think how I set this up. Because they have Ghost Quarter, they can stop my Nissa untap, but then I just get my last forest. I don't think I drew it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 forests in hand. Let me check my deck. Right. I have 4 forests, but I have 2 islands, so there's an island left in my deck. So let's go ahead and go... Let's go for the mountain untaps and see what happens here. Nissa targeting mountain. They can Ghost Quarter me. No! That was the bait! Man, that was the bait. Alright, we could play Rada. I still have enough mana for Treachery post-combat. Okay, top card's Temple. Let's attack. I really thought they were going to Ghost Quarter my mountain when I went for the untap. They're just taking it? What kind of a madman plays like this? No, I'm screwed. Oh boy, I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm just like dead now. Okay, they pulled a 16. I can't believe they waited to ghost quarter me for that long. They must, oh, you know what? They must have that creature that makes 5/3s whenever they play land. I just really didn't think, I thought they would go for it. Like, there's no reason for them to not do it. Thundering Titan, you say? That's why they didn't do it. Oh my goodness. Alright, goodbye lands. It's a 7/10. That was my time to go for Crater Hoof, I guess. Is this a May? No, this is a must. So it's possible they deck, I guess, is my other option. I don't know. I guess they just played that turn too conservatively, and like, I was certain they were going to ghost quarter the thing I targeted, and that's why I targeted a mountain. But even now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, make a thing. Salt monolith on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I could just Crater Hoof this turn, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do that, or I can play Mer Battlesphere and just go for the Nissa ultimate. They have Tinker? Okay. I have a lot of options. Crater Hoof here, I sacrifice the 2 spawns. I only have 3 creatures. They're at 19. That would be +9/+9. So this would be a 14 power. This would be a 9 power. And this would be... Or no, that's only +3/+3. I can Terrastodon and kill their Crucible of Worlds. But honestly, I think Mer Battlesphere does the most for me. Last turn. Because at any point, I guess Gaia's Cradle's in my graveyard. I guess at any point I could not play Gaia's Cradle, but they're going to exile all my graveyard. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Ultimating this is going to be good though. Well, I don't have any forests left in my deck. So we'll see what happens here. I think I just F6. Okay, Karn probably eats Nissa. Okay, Karn eats Mer Battlesphere. That makes some amount of sense too. They have Rishadan Port too. This is my dream deck. That's awesome. Awakening Zone really doing work against it. I just need to hold a forest in hand. No, that doesn't even work because of what's it called? Scavenging Ooze. And I still don't understand Candelabra in their deck. I guess it gives you double Rishadan Ports. And that's about it. Make an Eldrazi. The ability, yes. They're gonna tap me down in my upkeep, most likely. Oh, I guess Candelabra Lotus Field is also a combo. So I have nothing to do with this mana. I have Wasteland. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. They do play Wasteland off the top. Prismatic Vista is good too. And Nissa is going to untap Wasteland. And then just play Basalt Monolith. Last turn, and then hopefully I have enough to Crater Hoof like next turn, because that's a lot of creatures. Somehow we may survive. I think my opponent basically spent all of their draft picks. Destroy target creature, I make a frog lizard, sure. My opponent basically spent all their draft picks on lands. It doesn't look like the rest of their deck can... Oh, that actually hurts, because now I lose the top card, sure. That's a land now. I really actually needed that land, I think. Although, never mind, I don't have any basics. So they exile my Nissa. If they play lands, they might deck out, so they actually can't even Ghost Quarter loop me, because they will just die. I think they might deck themselves, to be honest. So we let Tatyova live for sure. We chump block the Sundering Titan. And then take... I guess I can chump block the Ooze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Really nowhere near Crater Hoof mana. They Wasteland my Wasteland. Oh wait, but I have Basalt Monolith. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I draw a land, potentially. But they're casting some big spell, so I guess we'll see what that is. Green Suns for 5. Okay, so they're gonna get Titania, and then they're gonna like Ghost Quarter their own lands and then kill me. Yeah, I'm pretty dead here, because they can get a fetch, they can Ghost Quarter their own land and just make a bunch of things. They figured it out. But if they're not careful, I can still Crater Hoof them. And I don't remember if they saw Crater Hoof last game or not. Make a spawn. Tap my land. They can ooh, Garrick's very good here. I don't have the double green I need. Play this. So they just Wasteland that. I'm actually gonna put that on the bottom as well. They're just gonna Wasteland that. Yeah, we're probably dead. This is such a brutal game by the opponent. They fetch, they make a 5-3, Ghost Quarter Wasteland. I think they got it. But if they get, like, lazy, they could easily deck themselves. Fail to find off crop rotation, maybe? They're wastelanding their own Rishadan port, so they are just going all in. I mean, this really opens the door for me. I don't think they have lethal here, and this opens the door for a Crater Hoof. I mean, maybe they do, because they could do it more next turn, too. They swing out. I guess they only have 3 minutes left, huh? Wow, this is the old math is for blocker strategy. Okay. So we definitely need to block the big things. Block here. Block here. This is going to kill Titania. I'm probably dead, actually. That's 15. I think I have to block everything. We'll just see what happens. I have to go to 1. Get an Awakening Zone token. Draw an island. Is there any chance of me surviving this? I don't think so, because I killed their Titania, and I just now draw my island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can play a lone Crater Hoof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can just play Crater Hoof. That doesn't do a whole lot. I can play this. Play Garrick. See, this is useful to know. I know that they have Forbid now. And that was all the information I needed. They have Forbid with buyback in their deck. That's super useful. Okay, we're down to 4 minutes. Go ahead, opponent. They're just going to right-click attack. I wonder how long they were holding that counterspell in. So we got game 3 with like 2 minutes left. No blocks. We're dead. Okay. Okay, Wasteland's so good against my deck. I almost just want to put more lands in. Like, go up to 19 lands. Just add forests. Because I'm not really going to have too much happen. Like, Brazen Borrower is pretty bad against them. So I think I'm just... Well, it does have flying. But it's double blue. I think basically I need to, like, go all green. I'm running 19 land this time. All right, game 3, we got this. Got a little break. My opponent took a time. We companion this. We need to play quickly. This hand's good, though. We have a Ramanop Excavator and a Library. So I will keep this. Leading on... I guess Library makes the most sense. I've had Library turn 1 like every single game so far. I think I will have to discard to hand size. No, because I was on the play. Perfect. So I draw... Now I have the Wasteland, too. Play Temple, Scry into just action, Crater Hoof. I'm actually going to put him on the bottom. I don't want to draw Crater Hoof just yet. We're really kind of digging just towards lands. I can Wasteland something they might play. They have Rathalos, yikes. Guy's Cradle. So what do I do? Rathalos is pretty scary. I think I want to get down Ramanop Excavator before they do anything too crazy. So let's do that. That like mostly protects me from everything going forward, and then he's a good card to fight. Oh no, they have Rishadan Port. He's a good card to fight with if they don't use Rishadan Port this turn. Like if they just play Titania, they have their own. Okay, they're just holding up green. Interesting. Breeding Pool untapped. Okay, so we can go draw into Gaia's Cradle, Domri, fight, go. And then next turn I can fight and kill the Ramanop, and that should lock them out of the game. Like, they can Ghost Quarter my Gaia's Cradle, but then I just get a basic land, and that's fine. Okay, so draw. Terastodon's very good. Let's uptick. Add red. Play Rada. Top card's Cure, which is very good as well. And then I want to play Kessig Wolf Run into Awakening Zone and attack. I'm down to 2 minutes, but I mean, look at this start. This is backbreaking. If they go Azusa Wasteland, though, I'm going to be kind of tilted. They do have a Lotus Field, but I think at this point we're just going to sack Domri to kill Excavator. They do have Candelabra Lotus Field. I mean, that's something. And then they have Tatiova. Okay, but I can just kill Tatiova too. Yes. I can play this land off the top, which I will. Azusa's good. How do I draw a card? Can I just kill them? Just swing out Kessig Wolf Run, activate this. Yeah, actually, Kura's free here, so let's do this. Kura untaps Guy's Cradle. 1, 2... Yeah, let's put you into my hand. And cast you. Oh gosh. Green. We're wasting time here. Cast you. Please. Draw a bunch of cards. Swing out. And then have you fight you. Discarding this, 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 this. So they don't have any ability to play things from graveyard. I'm about to just... I mean, look at my board state. We'll see what they have. I mean, they could have Karn. Mer Battlesphere is fine. Make a spawn, yes. We can go with Forest into Nissa. 2, 3, 4. We'll just play Nissa this way. Nissa untaps this. Add a bunch of mana. Keruga untaps this. A bunch of mana. This. Get a bunch of mana and trample. Attack, attack, attack. And then next turn I could just do the same thing. Well, they're dead. Ooh, okay. I don't know if they know how trample works. That was... I think game 2 was way closer than it needed to be. Like, just looking at my deck, I had so many outs to the things they had. Ramanop, Domri, Terastodon, Nissa, I just didn't draw any of that. We finally did it though. See you guys next round. Oh no. Did I not companion my dude? Play first. Oh, okay. That scared me. I was like, what? Get in there, Keruga. Show him what's up. I'll keep this hand. Good enough. I got Field of the Dead turn 1 and I can go deep. My opponent kept as well. Maybe they kept? I don't know. I guess Nissa gets more awkward the more non-basic lands I'm playing. But I think that's okay. So we can't forget about Keruga. Let's go Field of the Dead first. Go ahead. Opponent has Serum Visions. If they're playing Storm, we could be in trouble. Or if they just have a lot of counter magic, like Remand is particularly good against our deck. But look, I'm just here to play some toughness. Give some love to this Dinosaur Hippo friend. Just one of my most favorite cards of all time. It's so big. This cube would... Ooh, Cure is really good too. This deck would benefit tremendously from something like Ancient Tomb. Ooh, Serum Visions into Brainstorm? How did they scry? They topped with Serum Visions, so they knew the top card when they brainstormed. Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. So I don't have a land to play alongside Dryad. I think I'm just going to go for max value here and get down... This is Power 4 greater, right? Yeah. I think I'm going to get down Palladium Mirror because I can go Palladium Mirror into Kiora, untap Palladium Mirror, and like put Keruga into my hand and play a bunch of stuff. Battleclaw Mystic face up, potentially holding up counter magic. Land? Nice. Ooh, and it's a good land too. So I want to play this land and get down Kiora while I can, potentially. She effectively costs 1 mana here. Okay. I cannot play Nissa because... yeah, I can't play Nissa because I don't have the green mana. I tapped wrong, actually. If I play Kiora for blue, then I could play Nissa this turn. That's a little bit unfortunate. But let's go ahead and get down... Wait. I did play land here. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Champion of Wits. This one, if they counter it, is okay. Draw 2, discard 2. Well, Ramanop Excavator plus Waterlogged Grove is quite good. Craterhoof gives me a way to win the game very quickly. Honestly, Nissa is pretty awkward in this position anyway. So I guess I do just discard Nissa. And I'm potentially thinking about discarding Dryad. The downside to that is then I don't have red mana for Radha. I think I'm going to discard Radha and just go Dryad, Ramanop Excavator. And I can only get 2 mana from Kiora. So we will just pass turn. Keeping Kiora's toughness high. Or loyalty or whatever. They play Growth Spiral, sure. Oh, and they don't play land off of it? Nice. Opponent plays Cultivate. They still have 3 mana available. Was really hoping to hit lands with Champion that I could discard for Excavator, but let's go for the simple line first and play Excavator and see what happens. Because I don't want to get Mer Battlesphere just straight up countered. Okay, that's nice. Now I can Kiora untap Palladium Mirror. And then sacrifice Waterlogged Grove and then replay it. Ooh, Treachery is good too. Play it. Play Dryad. I don't have another land. It's crazy how I'm missing land drops so much. Okay, now they counter Dryad. That's not the end of the world. And then I can attack for 2 because I have Excavator on defense. I have Treachery for whatever big thing they potentially play, and Treachery into Mer Battlesphere is going to be pretty good. If I hit a land, I think. Consecrated Sphinx. Okay, that works for me. They draw 2, and then I draw a million. Let's go blue, blue. Or I guess I should just play Temur first, right? I don't know how I'm missing land drops. I have 18, but here we are. Untap this. Blue, blue, this for treachery. The Sphinx. No, they have counter magic? No. Yikes. Well, now I'm pretty much dead. I could put Keruga into my hand, but they're going to draw so many cards when I do that. I basically just have to set up for Craterhoof Behemoth wins, I guess. But that was particularly brutal. Missing lands this whole time too is rough. Man, we're bouncing my Palladium Mirror. No, I can't even... Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. My only answer was card draw. Yep, Keruga goes down. Okay, we do finally hit a land. So we can go land, Palladium Mirror, and I guess Keruga will just untap a forest here and die, giving us Elvish Archdruid mana. Do I trade off Champion of Wits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can theoretically cast Craterhoof. Let's see if I can sneak in some Champion of Wits damage. Nice. So I guess really my hope is that somehow they have no counter magic or interaction, and then I can cast Craterhoof and win. Seems fine. Like if they just tap out for Carney T, it'd be pretty good. Also, speaking of things that are insane against my deck, Disdainful Stroke is unbelievably good against me. Okay, Acidic Slime. I can play it from my graveyard though, so that's not the end of the world. Oh, I might be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what do I don't know. There's a thing I can draw here. Land? How am I not hitting lands? This is unreal. Alright, opponent, you get all the mana. Get in there, Keruga. Got a lot of consecrated Sphinx draws. But I get to see more of their deck, and it's not like I'm winning from this position anyway. Player Triumph. Go ahead. At this point now I need to keep my creatures alive so that I can Craterhoof them. Take 4. I mean, I have a couple turns. Carney T? Sure. Carney T's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think what I'm going to do is try to bait them with a Myr Battlesphere. Because this should eat any of the counters they might have. Because they're not killing me this turn, right? I have blockers and whatever. Yeah, so that's fine. So the hope is now that they like over attack. And then I can almost have to block. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get there, but basically it was like almost guaranteed they had counter magic there. But maybe their deck only has 3 counter spells in it. I think they have enough blockers now to make Craterhoof not even lethal, which is kind of sad. Okay, we're dead. We're super dead. Okay. We saw some of their deck, just some bad draws. Do I have any sideboard for this? They have creatures. No sideboard, run it back. Oh, maybe Hidestone Tyrant's better than Terastodon in this matchup, actually. I could see that being the case. It's just more interactive. Going first. Reveal this. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. Pretty good. Again, we just need to draw land. I'm running 18. It's possible I'm supposed to go up to 19. There's Garrick. Come on, deck. I believe. So if my opponent miscalcs my... They're running out Brainstorm main phase? Or during my turn? Okay. For those wondering, that's typically not advisable. Unless you're playing like a combo deck and you need something right away. Like, it could be advisable basically if they had a 2-drop but needed a land to play it or something like that. I think in this case we're gonna go with Jade Light Ranger over the Archdruid. I'm into my graveyard. Come on, deck. Why can't I hit lands? I mean, I guess I can't complain. I have 3 lands in play, so it's not too bad. Yikes. Actual yikes. Alright, well we got pretty punished here. We get to go Archdruid. They counter it. They don't counter it. Okay, I can attack. They can't adapt this. They did nothing with their turn, so they could be holding up the thing that's like counter target spell unless they pay, or counter target spell that's CMC 4 or more. Now they can make this into a big creature. So now we want to kind of tax their mana a little bit. So we're going to go for Garrick. Because Garrick has the highest upside here. Nice. Garrick will I guess at this point we make a beast. And I can't attack with this, right? It becomes a 3/5. Yeah. Alright, Garrick makes a beast. And yeah, it's adapt 3. And you don't have to tap it to adapt, so they just get a big thing. But I'm really happy about Tidesprout Tyrant here. It's a pretty good answer to a lot of things. If I can get an extra blue. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, that was cool. Come on, man. They do have to -4, but then they just kill basically everything that I play. Whoa. What? Okay. Seems odd, but we'll accept it. So I can hit them for 5. I guess Ugin stays at 4, so they could be going for max greed of like... Yeah, they could be going for max greed, but now if I hit... That seems so greedy. What do I do here? I think I want to go with Escape to the Wilds as my play. And hit Ugin for 5. So I think we're going to hit Ugin for 5, and then use Garrick to Escape to the Wilds. And hopefully just hit a bunch of lands with that. Attack Ugin, untap these 2. Oh, Garrick dies if I do that, right? Because they could just attack Garrick. Although I guess Garrick just dies to Ugin activation anyway, so that's fine. In that case, maybe I want to do something different. Maybe I want to go Palladium Mirror plus make a beast. I think I like that more. Palladium Mirror, make a beast, go. It doesn't commit to the board too much, but it also really threatens Ugin. And it means Palladium Mirror survives an Ugin downtick if they like -0 Ugin. I think the best play for them is -0 Ugin and then attack Garrick with Incubation Druid. But the problem with that is like Incubation Druid is their source of mana. And also then Ugin's weak to being attacked by my Archdruid and Palladium Mirror on the backswing. Okay, that makes sense. Party T, sure. The problem is they could still have counter magic available, and I don't like that. Alright, deck, Escape to the Wilds. Show me what you got. Ooh, Gaia's Cradle was a good hit. So I get to go... I hit a bunch of red cards too, but I can go Gaia's Cradle into Library. And then, what do I want to do here? I already played 2 lands. Don't have red mana yet, but I can. It's just so hard because I don't want to overcommit in the face of an Ugin, you know? But that's a lot of mana. That's 4. I guess I can do this. I can sacrifice Waterlogged Grove to draw, then play Titania, getting back Watering Grove. Pass turn. No attacks at Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So... if I can find land somehow, I know it seems very hard. I can play this land for next turn, and I have red mana to play both of these. So even if they downtick 5 for Ugin and then attack with Carnity, that's not the end of the world. I am a ways away from Tidespout Tyrant versus Terastodon, so now I regret having this, because Terastodon would deal with Ugin really nicely. Okay, Ugin shoots that. The ultimate is 10. We'll move these over here. It's a close game regardless. Metamorph copying Carnity? Okay, well now I can just commit to the board. I don't think they have counter magic because they would have probably countered something last turn. Oh. When Field of the Dead or another land if you have 7 or more. So I go Wasteland and make a token here. Wasteland, make a token. Can't play that, but that's okay. I can play Dryad, which will then let me play another land and make a token. Now I can do this. Now all of these add blue. Blue, blue, blue. Tidespout Tyrant. If you resolve, I can bounce Ugin. No, they have counter! Oh, come on. Alright, well, they're just gonna -3 Ugin and kill me here. Ugin's so good against my deck. Is there any way I can get out of this? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana? Where's my Keruga? Oh, it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can't even Keruga here. Let's sack this. I guess I played 2 lands this turn. So let's add blue. Champion of Wits. Let's add red. Play Clothies. And then I guess just put Keruga into my hand. And accept the fact that Ugin is going to downtick and kill everything I own. Because if they don't kill everything I own this turn, I get to go Keruga, draw my deck, Craterhoof. Yeah, alright. What a change in board state. It's funny they didn't even tap their creature for mana. They were just like, nah. Oh, that's exactly lethal anyway. Alright. See you guys next round. That's unfortunate. Yeah. All right, see you guys next round. All right, we're playing against Crazy Irishman. We get to go first. We get to reveal the good old Keruga. Quite a beautiful, beautiful card. Ooh, we have had library many times in our opener. I don't even know if it's necessarily good. I also kind of want to go down to, or up in lands, because basically if we don't draw like 5 lands, we're in a bit of trouble. But this really helps with that. The library is one of the best ways to recoup the tempo loss or whatever you get from only playing 3 drops. And Azusa. Alright, deck, just give me lands. That's okay. Tempo we can scry into lands. Next turn I can play Azusa if I want, put that on top. I'm probably going to play Palladium Mirror though. We'll see. Talisman of Creativity. And more. It's Suspend Ancestral. What? That's cheating. So I'm drawing Kessig Wolfrun. I can draw for turn, but I will have to discard. So I think what I'm going to do is just play Palladium Mirror here. It's the most susceptible to dying, but it also gives me the most upside later on. Opponent's going deep on Signets. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that's a Blightsteel. I have Treachery in my deck somewhere. So I could draw that. I guess I don't have the blue mana for it. I could play Azusa though. The old Tinker Blightsteel. Well, I guess we're gonna draw a card. Start there. Wasteland kind of helps a little bit. I can, let's see. I can play Breeding Pool untapped. And then I can play Azusa. And then I can play Waterlogged Grove. And I can still play another land this turn. So I can follow this up with Rada. Red, green, this. And then I can wasteland their land. And then I guess I have to chump block something. Do I want to wasteland their land or do I want to... I kind of emptied my hand. Because I'm going to be chump blocking probably with Rada. I'm drawing Kiora, so I know that's for sure. I think limiting their mana makes sense to me. Then we pass turn. We're so close to getting there, but Blightsteel's a tough card. And we know we're not drawing Treachery, so I have to like somehow top deck it, and I'm not quite sure how. Block here. And they have a burn spell. Oh, I'm super dead. Yeah, that's lethal. We were honestly quite close to getting there. What was I drawing? Kiora. Top card would have been Gaia's Cradle. I honestly might have been able to win that if they didn't have the Izzet Charm. Alright, Tinker Blightsteel. Tidespout Tyrant seems more useful than Terastodon. It's just like the only way I can deal with that card, so we'll run it like that. Alright, we're gonna go first. Reveal Keruga again. It's a beautiful, beautiful chunky hippo. This hand is good if I can draw another land. I think it's worth the risk. Because I have Azusa, Gaia's Cradle, Rada, like, it's going to be quite good. We're not going to play our... Oh, I also have Escape to the Wilds Azusa, like, that's going to be good too. We're not going to play and fetch with Prismatic Vista just yet. They have Ancestral Vision again? Not cool. It's hard... Ooh, Brazen Borrower wasn't out too. I actually had quite a few outs. Yeah, we need a land. Gaia's Cradle doesn't work. I should be playing 19 lands, let's be real. Alright, so we're not going to fetch because I need to draw a land and I don't want to reduce it. Alright, let's play Gaia's Cradle and pass turn. A little bit unfortunate, but we should be able to go off once we draw more. Opponent's still doing nothing. I think I pretty much want to save Brazen Borrower for like a Tinker Blightsteel situation. Play Breeding Pool untapped. This is going to fetch, I guess, red. And then I'm going to play... I'd rather Rada get countered than Jadelight Ranger. So I'll lead with Rada, because she can give me lands going forward. Top card is in fact a land. Okay, go ahead. They don't do anything. Ancestral Vision's down to 1. Storm's Wrath, sure. So now my top card is a land. I think at this point I'm just going to go land into Jadelight Ranger. Put Treachery on top, yes. So now their Tinker is going to be much scarier. Although I think that Waterlogged Grove was also revealed, so they know that I have the blue 2 Treachery of Blightsteel. They also have drawn like a bajillion cards here. Aria of Flame, sure. So I gain life, and this can bounce the Aria of Flame. The main issue is this hitting my creatures, but I think that's okay for now. So I draw Treachery, which we knew about. We can go Waterlogged Grove. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just shy of all the mana that I would like. So I guess we're just going to go for it and just cast Escape to the Wilds. Nice. We can play this land. And nothing this turn, but next turn is going to be quite explosive, and then I can hit them for 3. This is going to get bad, though, because they're going to... Is this each opponent, right? Yeah. Target player or planeswalker. I don't think they can kill me this turn. If they can, you know, good for them. I'd be very impressed, but that's a lot of spells to cast in order to kill me. Ooh, Arclight Phoenix is sweet, too. Does this hit players? No. How am I... Why is my life total so low? I must have just tapped breeding... Uh-oh. Oh, no. What do they have here? Double Tinker? Ooh, okay. How did they tinker me out last game? They've shown no artifacts this game. That's a little bit tilting, but it is what it is. Careful study. Alright, I have no effects, so I will F6. It's possible they kill me and I should have held up blue, but it felt kind of necessary to... actually, I think I just should have held up blue. Ugin the Ineffable? Sure. They get a 2/2, so Aria of Flame's only at 3. When this token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. So I think they get it, even if I steal their token. But we're definitely starting off our turn with Treachery. Kind of hoping I'd hit more lands, because Treachery... I guess I can cast Dryad, right? I can play Dryad here, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes sense to me. Can I play Titania instead, actually? 1, 2, 3. I play Titania. I have Gaia's Cradle, Waterlogged Grove. I Prismatic Vista for... Let me think about this. Because Titania is better than Dryad here. I play her. She costs this much, right? 5. I get Prismatic Vista. I fetch up an island. I get a 5/3. So I have 3 creatures, Titania, Jadelight Ranger, in my land creature, Elemental. I have an island, this, and Gaia's Cradle, which taps for 3. So this actually works better. Yeah, we'll cast her, getting that back. Then we fetch an island. Then we Treachery, stealing the... I suppose the Spirit, because I don't want to give them more cards. Untap 5 land. So now I need to decide what I'm doing here. Gaia's Cradle, for sure. Breeding Pool, Island, here, Mountain. I don't want to take too much more damage. And I want to hold up blue if possible. We can go with Dryad of the Elysian Grove into... I'm a little bit scared of Ugin. I guess I just Brazen Borrower the Aria of Flame now. That makes sense. So let's tap Gaia's Cradle for green for each creature. We get 5. I can play Basalt Monolith because it's free. I can play Awakening Zone because that's just infinite mana. And then I can tap this for blue and Brazen Petty Theft the Aria of Flame back to hand. Just resets it. I have no extra mana. Then we move to combat and attack Ugin for 5. I think they're going to concede from that spot, though. Yeah, nice. What a beautiful turn. I mean, we really played a lot of stuff there. We are the Storm deck. Go ahead. Do I want Terastodon? They are playing like weird Storm stuff now. I honestly, after seeing their deck, I have no idea how they tinkered me game 1. But, you know, it happens. Terastodon's just so good. I'm going to make this switch again. Now I'm going to die to Blightsteel, but whatever. Alright, Keruga, get in there. So far, I will say Keruga has been decidedly medium. I will keep this hand, though. Again, if we draw land, we're good to go. But I don't think I've even needed to activate Keruga. My deck's just full of clunky cards for kind of no reason. But if I do end up in a situation where I need stuff, there's the land. Perfect. So let's go Mountain. I didn't want to play Waterlogged Grove because it's just no reason to take extra damage if you don't need to. They play Aria of Flame. That early could get bad. And it's player or planeswalker. Alright, how do I do this? The beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. Not that many cards in graveyards. I actually don't think Clothies is that good in Cube, just because there's not that many cards that end up in graveyards the more I think about it. We have Domri, which they can kill with Aria of Flame. I think for this turn, my best accelerant is... It's either Awakening Zone or Elvish Archdruid, and I'm not sure which. Although, Dryad plus Ramanov Excavator is good with Waterlogged Grove. I'm also a bit worried about them killing my Domri, but he also adds mana. You know, let's just play Domri. Uptick. At green. Pass turn. It's possible that was the exact wrong thing to do, because Elvish Archdruid... Actually, I think that was incorrect, right? If I play Elvish Archdruid this turn, next turn I can go Domri into Ramanop Excavator. Oh, well I could just play Nissa here and that's going to be quite good. Uptick. I didn't see any counter magic from this opponent. That green. Play a land. Yeah, let's just go for Nissa. Seems worth it. If Nissa resolves and I can do stuff, that's going to be kind of backbreaking nice. So let's, I guess, attack them with our mountain because it's the least important one. I'm not going to be casting any extra spell this turn. And next turn I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Okay. That's pretty bad. I had even seen Storm's Wrath too. Oh gosh. Alright, they're killing all my stuff. That's really bad. I do get to play Ramanop Excavator and play the mountain from my graveyard, but that was disgusting. Not really any way that this deck can play around Storm's Wrath so well. It's all creatures and stuff, but it is what it is. Let's go with the Excavator. Actually, do I want Excavator? I think at this point I want to play Clothies and start gaining life, right? Yeah, let's start gaining life. Clothies, red, green, green. This, start eating their cards. Pass turn, because that also adds mana. If I need it. Ugin cannot kill Clothies, so they could just start making... Oh, it's indestructible. Oh, that was so quick. Oh god, it's not exile. Yeah, that's very bad for them. I'll take it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I definitely want mana. So we're going to exile this and add mana so I can double spell this turn. And I'm just going to add green, I think. And what do I want to do? I want to be able to kill Ugin. So I guess having two power creatures in play makes sense. So we can go Ramanop, then play this land, then play Dryad. I do have to take 1 extra damage here. Then play Prismatic Vista. Pass turn. Because now both of these can attack into the Ugin token if I need to. So they need better defense. And I can draw a bunch of cards here if I want. I'm taking a lot of damage. It does take a while for Aria of Flame to actually kill you, but, you know, Brainstorm Seer Visions are a good start for that. And this situation is why we brought in Terastodon, because he is big and could just kill Aria of Flame and Ugin. Honestly, how did they tinker me? I have yet to see another artifact. Maybe they took it out, you never know. Niv Mizzet? Yikes. I will be fetching because I don't want to draw cards. Niv Mizzet's a problem. Let's get, it doesn't really matter what I get, so let's just get islands. Nis is dead anyway. Mer Battlesphere. Okay, they have 1 card left. I can no longer attack into Ugin easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go up to like 7 mana if I just want to cast Mer Battlesphere and nothing else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can have access to 9. But I think it makes more sense just to eat their Serum Visions. Gain some life. Prismatic Vista twice. And I'm actually going to tap this for mana right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could just play Mer Battlesphere. Pass turn. No attacks. Clothies is close to getting there. I think I probably just dive to Aria Flame here though. They're also going to kill all my mirrors, which is not great. Yikes. Oh god. I'm super dead. Yeah, their deck's sweet. We fought the good fight. I mean, I might be able to survive this turn, but they're basically refilling their whole hand with Niv Mizzet, and they're doing cool stuff. They got Aria Flame. I think that Storm's Wrath was so backbreaking. I needed to go for it in that position, because like the alternative is I play a bunch of creatures, and then they Storm's Wrath away my creatures, and that's also very bad. So basically, if they didn't have Storm's Wrath on that specific turn, then I think I was in a good spot. But, you know, as it happens, that's what happened. And I mean, I'm still like a treachery into a Terastodon away from winning. Oh gosh, they're attacking with the spirit. You can have the spirit. I know you want it. I don't get to see what it is, do I? No. I don't think I can afford to just take the hit. And they have Tinker. Yikes. Yep. Okay. Well, actually, that kind of opens up an avenue for me to win, which is now treachery their Blightsteel Colossus. Yeah, actually, that is not so bad. Unless this is another instant or sorcery spell. Ancestral Vision's fine. I think we actually have a chance, and it involves thinning my deck a bit more. Island. Kessig Wolf Run. Okay, well, definitely exiling I guess Storm's Wrath. How do I win this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 potential mana. I think I just have to sack Waterlogged Grove a bunch of times. I know I can get a Keruga into my hand, but that only draws 4. That costs 8 mana. And I think I need to hit Treachery like right now. So let's get rid of Tinker. They go down to 10. There's no way I can kill them with Kessig Wolfrun, right? They block, block, block. Unless they get super lazy, there's no way I can kill them with Kessig Wolfrun. And I don't think they're going to get lazy. I think it starts off by sacrificing Waterlogged Grove to draw a card. Wasteland doesn't really help. Could I have attacked with Clothies and killed them? I don't think I have enough things to do that. Alright, sack again to draw. Azusa helps somewhat. Play Azusa. So I can play 2 more lands here. I mean, I'm like very likely dead, but I'm not immediately dead on board if their hand does nothing. So we have to play as if I have a chance. Play this, and play... I don't want them to know about Kessig Wolfrun. Then I will cast Elvish Archdruid. Clothies is now a creature. Wonder if I could have attacked and killed them. Pass turn. And then next turn, if I don't die this turn, I can Kessig Wolfrun to do something. I probably do die. They drew the ritual. That's unfortunate. I mean, they drew 2 cards per turn. Yeah, I'm dead. Man, I think we were actually very close to getting there. Because I was going to untap, swing out, and be able to Kessig Wolfrun for a whole bunch of mana. But they just got there. Yeah, GG's opponent. Sweet deck. Keruga. Alright, so let's get to the verdicts of this deck. Keruga, not really worth the hype. I never really ran out of cards in hand anyway. I think it would have just been better served as a card in my deck and having like Mana Crypt, Grim Monolith to go quicker. It was a fun experiment. I think the deck was really sweet. Like Field of the Dead, Guy's Cradle, like all the land stuff I really enjoyed. It's just a little bit too slow when your curve starts at 3, but I'm glad I tried it. And I think our deck overall had a lot of competition to it. It was good. That's what I'm saying. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Hello.